life, what we will find that we all have come across certain situations or events that may have caused some pain in the past. And that pain creates hurt body. Anytime when we think of that thought, it causes so much sorrow, as if we are wounded, as if maybe we are bleeding inside. So we carry so much pain from those instances in our mind. And from time to time, that past comes to haunt us. As that pain continues to go deeper and deeper, it changes our personality, the way we talk, the way we think, the way we listen, the way we react. All of these actions are affected adversely by that pain. Such suicidal things we do to ourselves by causing so much pain, because we don't know how to get rid of it. Past starts to interfere in the present moment, and it takes the present moment away from us. Does it happen that we're here in this present moment, but something from past will come and just take us away? So our life becomes like a drama, moving from past, smashing through the present, and going in the dreamland of unpredictable future. Mind you that this pain, worries from past, miseries, they have a huge impact on our mental and physical health. If you look at our inner system, God has given us everything in reserve. We use less than 1/5 of our brain, rest is in reserve. Less than 33% of our intestine and less than 33% of lung capacity is being used. Less than 1/16 of our liver is being used. Everything else is in reserve. So when the usable portion and what's in reserve is completely used, that's when disease comes in. And this pain and worry from past eats what's in reserve and what we are using. So it weakens the efficiency of our inner systems. So as we age, we start to inhale the diseases of old age. In young age, we start to inhale the diseases of old age. That's what worry and pain does to us. But if we can learn how to heal the pain, heal the past, then present moment becomes very beautiful. It becomes very joyful. We start to lead a blissful life, as if we have control over our mind and body. And this mental pain is something that medical science has no cure for. It's only yogic science that can help with this particular problem, and it's very effective. Think about the food that we eat and and we all know food affects our physical health. So we spend only less than 2 hours eating all day, but more than that, it's the food that's going in through our eyes and ears that's affecting us the most. What we see and what we hear all day from all sorts of people is what's causing those stresses and strains. So we must take charge of our life. We must take complete responsibility, because many times you'll notice what happens, that we love to blame others, that I'm in pain because so and so. I feel sad because it's not my problem. This person creates that pain every time he comes in front of me, that my mind and body completely goes out of my control. So our starting point is wrong. We are not ready to admit that everything that happens to me is something that I have created. It's my responsibility. The outer conditions cannot affect us if the immunity of inner mind and body is very strong. So what we must do? We must increase the amount of joy, confidence and strength of our inner body. And as that happens, the outer conditions, the outer noises cannot touch us. There is a lot of noise outside. When I say noise, noise of pain, noise of misery, noise of worry, noise of stresses. We cannot run away from this world. So long there is life, we will have to deal with this. But what we can do is we need to learn how to live with this noise but not be affected by it. That's called art of wiser living. And it's a science. To lead life with joy, with bliss, is an art. It's a science. And it can be learned through yogic practices and higher knowledge. So, when we are going through these types of thoughts from past that are causing pain, what should we do? Yogic science teaches us very beautifully that 3 things. One is, make a commitment to yourself that from today on, no more pain. Stop complaining and start creating something new. Simple. Second thing what we should do is that make sure that we become part of the solution. We shouldn't be becoming victim to the problem. If we are entangled into that thought, that worry, that pain for a very long time, if we allow that pain to stay in us for a very long time, it starts to destroy our inner system. Our heart starts to pound, our lung capacity shrinks, constriction starts to happen, blood circulation stops, blocked energy starts to accumulate, and toxins are produced inside the body and mind. So, make sure that we are not fighting with the issue, that why me? Why so and so said this to me? Always treat everybody nicely, but why people don't treat me nicely? No more why, how, when, what, all these questions need to be let go, and our focus should only be, how can I become part of the solution? So I don't allow this pain to continue. The need of the hour is to heal that pain instantly. Do not allow the pain to continue. And third thing is, believe in yourself. Say to yourself, everything is going to be fine. Everything will be fine. With a lot of faith and trust, say to yourself, talk to yourself, everything is going to be fine. Because human beings are the only creatures on this earth who have the ability to create this dynamic change in our life. So when we start doing these yogic practices, we start to transform from ordinary to extraordinary individuals. Because think about it, when there is pain in the outer body, we take Tylenol or any other painkiller. But when there is a mental pain, how do I go in and heal that pain? How do I do it? I can't put my hand in and just clean it. So allopathy really does not have any cure for the mental pain that is caused by past worries. So when we do yogic practices, first thing it does, it calms our mind. It frees us from that pain, it starts to heal us. And we start to feel that our mind is getting strong, our body is getting strong from inside. Our confidence level increases, our strength increases, our endurance increases, the level of purity increases, our happiness and joy increases, our peace increases. Instantly we start to feel so many changes in our life because all of our body is in our mind. When mind is healed, body is healed automatically. So, outer noises, yes, we need to take care of, but more than that, inner noises of pain, inner noises of anger, inner noises of hatred, inner noises of restless energy, greed, all of that also needs to be taken care. So when we take our focus away from everyone else and start only on focusing ourselves and make a commitment to ourselves that I refuse to accept any more miseries in my life. And I'm determined to make a positive change. And I want to improve the quality of my life every day. So that as I grow, I become more wiser. I become more healthier. I become more happier. That should be the goal of our life. Complete focus on our own self. It's very important. But what do? All day we are writing scripts of other people. Always focusing on why others haven't done this, why others haven't done this. But I'm doing everything right. Why do I do that? Because when I think of others' problems, then I don't have to put any effort to correct it. But when I think of me and my problems, then I need to work on it, and I'm not willing to put any effort on my own self. So I don't. Very easy solution. And I continue to live with so much pain in my life. So, past painful memories can create hurt body. And hurt body, even when is sitting in a very happy atmosphere can still be very restless. Because if we continue to allow that pain to stay with us, it creates an imprint in the mind. It creates psychic impressions in the mind, and a painful sanskara is created where we operate out of that painful state all the times. It's called living in lower consciousness. So, now when we start doing yogic practices, we do yogic stretches, we do yogic breathing, we do meditation, what happens? That imprint of mind, of hurt, that starts to be transformed into something very calm, very serene, very tranquil. The psychic impressions of our mind are transformed into a very positive mind where anything we look at it, we only look at the positive. Our eyes lit up and we feel, yes, I can do it. And it happens instantly. So the programming of our mind starts to change to something so positive, something so strong, so confident, that we start to rise from lower consciousness to higher consciousness, and we operate out of that higher consciousness, and we always make right choices in life. And when we make right choices in life, there is no pain. There is no pain. As if we have total control over our mind, body, and there is total control over our destiny. So that's why in this Wednesday night session, what we do is we start with yogic stretches to relax the outer body. Then we go to inner body and do yogic breathing to relax the mind. It's called exercising the mind, exercising the breath, exercising every system that we have within this body. And when we exercise it, we shrug the strain. We let go the past, we let go the worries. Inner body is relaxed, outer body is relaxed, there is balance between in and out, and we are totally rejuvenated. So, one last thing. Yesterday I met with a 21-year-old girl who was going through these mental problems because of pain that was caused in a very early stage of her life. And she is now kicked out of college because the principal of the college told her that we cannot allow you to continue because of your symptoms. And she's on her way to become an attorney. Such a beautiful girl with so much determination and confidence, but mind is not supporting her. And I gave her 1 hour of session. At the end of the session, she was in tears. She said, I've never felt this way. In last 15 years, I've never felt this way, how I'm feeling right now. And I'm determined to rise above this pain. This is the power of yoga. You do and achieve. You do it and you achieve instantly. So with these words of wisdom coming straight from our yogic scriptures, with these feelings of divine love, we are going to start today's session. So let's go ahead and stand up.